Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kim here at Wicker Moon. We've had a busy day, but I've been asked specifically to talk to you guys today about magical charms, amulets, and talismans. Now, people come in to us and they ask for an amulet or a talisman or a lucky charm, and very often they don't know the difference between each one. So I'm going to speak to you and tell you all about it. That brings you luck, anything that you think is lucky. For instance, a key can be a lucky charm. Many people carry keys with them. A rabbit's foot used to be carried. A stone can be a lucky charm. People, especially hagstones, stones with holes in it. Here's one that lots and lots of people carry, a crystal, a stone, a lucky stone. Now, this is your basic lucky charm. It will bring you luck. It will bring you good fortune. It will bring you all of these things. An old thing that's beginning to lose its power. It's not necessarily its power, but its ethos. People don't tend to use it as much nowadays. Is coral. Now, coral used to be used an awful lot as a lucky charm, and it also used to be used as a baby soother for babies. People don't tend to use these much, but it's a great charm. It's a great bringer of luck, and we have very good vegetable substitutes now as lucky charms. You could use a little statue, and here's a little thing. There's a little goddess charm, and it is a little charm. It's a little bone one. Now, things about charms are they normally carried on the person. They carry them in their pockets. They might wear them around their neck, but they carry them to bring good fortune, abundance, prosperity, and all of those things. And that's what a charm is. Nothing is normally done to a charm. The mere fact that you're carrying it will be what gives it its energy, its power. I'm going to move on to the next thing that people we normally use, and that would be a talisman. Now, no, sorry, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to talk about amulets. Amulets are, again, things that people carry with them, but they do specific things. For instance, people might want some protection, so they would use an amulet. Okay, they would use something like that. Or they might need some fertility, so they'd bring, I'm going to bring it up closer, a little amulet that they would carry around with them. Again, a great deal of people carry around these little Turkish eyes. Now, these are used for protecting or warding against people overlooking or giving people the evil eye. So this would be coming as part of a amulet, not a talisman. Other things here, again, there's a little sun. So if you want good luck and good fortune, then you would use this little pinwheel. And this is very much, again, a amulet, not a talisman. These would normally be, excuse me, empowered by some sort of prayer or some sort of blessing that would have to be kept up regularly. For instance, you might once a month or once a week, or depending how you'd pass it through incense smoke, or you put it out in the moon, or you might dress it with a special oil. And that's the difference between a charm and an amulet. The last thing I'm going to talk about is a talisman. Now, talismans work on a different way. Talismans are normally things that are engraved upon or written upon to bring something specifically for the person that they're created for. They would be normally created for a specific person, and that their name or a script would be written on it. For instance, and I'm going to show you. You would use something like a cami, okay, to use the numerology to go down and make a magical sigil. And making that magical sigil, you could engrave that on to your talisman. So, for instance, I have this little talisman. This is a talisman of Saturn. Make sure I got it up the right way. Yes, a talisman of Saturn. Okay. Now, this is as itself, it's just a picture. So I would create on the back of this or across the front of this, I would create or I would write or draw a specific sigil or something on it to bring that virtue or that energy. So this being a talisman of protection, I would probably do a symbol of protection. For instance, this is very simple. I'm going to show you when I've done it. So I would do from home. Now this is going to be in reverse for you guys, but I'll show you it here. Now this is a very simple way, not using numerals. So it would have a special meaning to the person who's using it. Then I'll show you the best I can here. I'll move this camera down a little bit so we can see. I would pass this through an incense smoke. I would dress it with an oil that will give me the virtue I'm asking for. Simple. And then I will put my hand over it. Your power or dominant hand above, your receptive or giving hand below. And I would will into this talisman that which I want it to do for me. So bringing in the power of earth, air, fire and water into this magical talisman. Work for me, keep me safe, keep me protected, as I do will, so mote it be. Now, because I'm using this to bring something towards me, then I would fold it towards me. I would turn it sunwise. I would again fold it towards me and turn it sunwise again. And once more, thrice being the charm, fold it once more. Now I could bind that in twine, or I could dip it in wax, or I could secrete it about me and use this, and that's a great way of using it. Another really good way is to get these little charm. There we go. Look, little charm container, and they open at one end. I'll show you. There we go. Open at one end. And rolling it up, rolling this charm up nice and tightly. There we go. Rolling up tight, 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 tight. And I will put it in this pouch and get it in there good and tight. I have to fold it up one more time. That's it, nice and tight in there. Make sure it's all nice in and tight. Poking it in with the pencil. Make sure it's all good and tight in there. Lovely. So it's all in there nice and tight, and then I would cap it. Yeah. And that is safe and secure in this little pouch. And I can wear that. I can put this on a chain, maybe put it at the back of my neck, protecting people who are out to get me. I could secrete it about my home or put it in my car. And that's a great way of using them. So I hope that's told you a little bit about charms, amulets, and talismans. And I hope you've got a few ideas of what they are and how to use them. There's many different ways you can use these things. If you want to know more, there are good books out there that will help you. There's books on a really good little book where we're playing at the moment, ABC Book of Charms, Magical Charms. So it's a really nice little thing. A lot of grimoires give you um, charms and to amulets and how to use them and the differences of. So it's just something for you and ideas of creating your magic in your own home and creating it for yourself. So I hope you've found that useful. If you have, click like and subscribe to us. And I wish you all a lovely evening. Have a beautiful weekend, one and all, and keep safe and blessed out there. Goodbye. Bye bye.